Princess Beatrice of York surprised London with a public appearance in a country-style style that was as elegant as it was symbolic. But what does this sartorial choice really reveal? Between royal codes, image strategy, and Windsor heritage, dive into the fascinating behind the scenes of a carefully orchestrated moment. When a member of the British royal family makes a public appearance, every detail counts. Every color, every fabric, every accessory becomes a silent statement, a coded message addressed to the crowd, the media, and sometimes even to the monarchy itself. This is exactly what Beatrice of York, the eldest daughter of Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson, accomplished by appearing on the streets of London in a country-style look as unexpected as it was revealing. Far from red carpets, official ceremonies, and gala gowns, the princess chose to express herself through a rustic, relaxed yet calculatedly refined style, immediately capturing the attention of photographers and royal fashion enthusiasts. This wasn't just a spring look. It was a thoughtful, measured, almost staged moment, as the Windsors have been known to do for decades. Beatrice wore a flowing floral dress in soft, natural tones that evoked the elegance of a stroll in the English countryside. With a straw hat delicately perched on her long auburn hair and simple yet refined pumps, she embodied a vision of a British romantic ideal, almost straight out of a Jane Austen novel. But this rustic appearance was far from trivial, for behind this soft and natural image lay a firm desire to assert a personal style, to move away from rigid protocol, and to establish herself in the media landscape in ways other than her family ties. It must be said that Beatrice of York has long been a secondary figure in the British royal constellation. Neither a direct heir nor engaged in full-time official duties, she was often relegated to the margins of major events. But in recent years, she has gradually built a new image of herself. Less self-effacing, more engaged, more assertive. This country look in London is part of this transformation strategy. It speaks of freedom, local roots, and artistic sensibility. And above all, it shows a Beatrice connected to the trends, the values of sustainability and simplicity that appeal to a new generation of Britons. That day, she wasn't attending a gala or a jubilee, but a private literary gathering in a London garden. Far from the traditional spotlight, but paradoxically under the camera lens of all the royal observers. This kind of event is precisely the ideal place to convey a subtle message without having to say it out loud. And Beatrice knows this better than anyone. For she grew up in spheres where appearance is a language in its own right, where image is diplomacy. By sporting this rustic look, she is following a monarchical tradition that consists of always reflecting the spirit of the times, of adapting royalty to the seasons of society, of never ceasing to evolve. Her appearance sparked a flurry of comments on social media. Some praised her timeless elegance, others saw the style as a nod to the years when her mother, Sarah Ferguson, was herself an icon of English fashion. Still others perceived it as a desire to connect with a people weary of the excesses of royal luxury. In a divided United Kingdom, in search of sincere, natural, and credible figures, Beatrice's bucolic style had all the hallmarks of a silent manifesto. And then there was the political analysis. For in these times of uncertainty for the monarchy, every move of the junior members of the royal family is being closely watched. Beatrice, like her sister Eugenie, is not subject to the same obligations as Prince William or Princess Kate. But she remains a Windsor. And as such, each of her choices, sartorial, professional, or family, resonates. That day in London, Beatrice skillfully shifted the spotlight onto herself without making a sound. A successful communication operation, orchestrated with finesse, which strengthens its popularity while consolidating its position as a modern member of the monarchy, independent but loyal. The setting in which she was photographed adds another layer of significance. The discreet yet manicured London garden evoked a certain British art of living, balancing tradition and nature. This choice contrasted with the more lavish appearances of some other members of the family and aligned with a broader trend toward chic understatement. This was no coincidence. The setting, the dress, the attitude, everything seemed meticulously crafted to convey a calming, reassuring, almost therapeutic message for an often shaken monarchy. Behind this delicate image also lies a woman who has overcome many challenges. Beatrice has experienced harsh criticism from the press, scandals related to her father, and constant comparisons with other members of her generation. But she has also started a family, consolidated her career in finance and technology, all while maintaining a strong connection to her royal roots. This rustic look then becomes the symbol of a newfound balance, that of a princess who knows who she is, and who no longer needs a crown to make herself heard. In a world where image is omnipresent, Beatrice of York chose to speak silently. A floral dress, a smile, a posture that was both upright and gentle, it was all that was needed to convey a message of confidence, calm, and renewal. This was not an isolated act. It was part of a broader strategy of redefining her role in the British royal ecosystem, balancing modernity and respect for tradition. The choice of a country look in London, a cosmopolitan and edgy city, is not insignificant. It acts as a breath of fresh air. Like a declaration of intent, royalty can also be simple, gentle, close to the people. It can be rooted in nature, culture, and discretion. And in this quest for proximity, Beatrice of York could well quietly become one of the most influential figures of her generation. But then, what is Beatrice really trying to convey through this bucolic style? Is it a gentle rebellion against a centralized monarchy? An image strategy based on emotion and sincerity? Or is it simply a moment of sartorial grace? One thing is certain, her appearance in London will remain etched in our minds. Because in a monarchy where everything is symbolic, the smallest detail can spark the biggest conversations. And you, do you think Princess Beatrice is reinventing royal codes in her own way, or is she playing a more discreet but equally strategic role in the future of the British monarchy?